Black.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, my former broadcast partner.
Yes, it's a morning show reunion.
Hey, you know, I just got finished working out with my son, and I'm in pain.
Good.
I'm in pain. And I was on my way back to the family, and I said, you know what?
We're the family.
Yes. I said, why don't I come see Tommy? Because I called first.
You did. You
I
called
called
ahead.
first.
Checked in to
I
make sure.
checked
Okay.
in, make sure
Jessica
it's
said, I don't know if I want to share this time.
Yeah.
She, you know, she's kind of star, you know.
I don't want to get in the middle of that. I don't want to. So no, I just wanted to stop by, you know, in town for the holidays, you know, see some family and say hello.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
So what have you been up to recently?
Well, let me see. Working out. That's my new thing now. I've been doing that for about 5-6 months, and I'm over 200 pounds for the first time in my life.
Good.
And
Oh, you tried to gain weight.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I
I'm
tried
sorry.
to
We
gain
hate
weight.
him.
I tried to gain weight. Still doing radio in Milwaukee. That's going well, and I'm actually telling somebody this for the very first time. Nobody knows about this, but I'm going to tell you.
Oh, exclusive.
Because people in Milwaukee don't even know about this. So a couple of weeks ago, I was contacted about entering a competition, a dance competition.
Really?
No kidding.
Yes. It's called Stepping with the Stars. So I start training in January, and the competition is in May.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, that's a lot of
No,
commitment.
that's
a
those
lot of
dancing
steps.
competitions are like that, though.
So-
you have time to train.
I mean, my family doesn't even know about this yet.
Oh, wow.
They don't know. I haven't told them yet because I don't even know if I want them there for this.
I assume this is like Milwaukee area celebrities. and-
Yes.
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
TV people probably involved.
Yeah, I don't even know who. I have to do a photo shoot.
Really?
I have to do a photo shoot, so I have to actually look decent. I might even darken the beard a little bit.
Ooh.
I just might, you know, being 53.
You're not
and-
going to grow it out Lovey Smith and just have like a bushy gray
No.
beard.
I've done that before, and that didn't go
love
over
that
too
beard.
well. Plus, you keep food in there, and it's just, that
Well,
doesn't work out too much.
talking to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, doing that, and that's going to be pretty exciting. What else is happening? Yeah, that's about it. Grandchild's crazy. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about right.
That's
That's
about
pretty
it.
awesome.
Yeah, life is good. Life is
It's always
good.
funny seeing Kobe now because I'll see him on like basketball games and stuff.
Dude, let me tell
running
you.
the camera.
That dude, if I ever want to know where he is.
You know, he golfed with my brother the other day.
Yes, I know.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I
couple
think-
months ago now,
I
I
think
guess.
either you sent me pictures or your mom sent
My
me
mom
pictures.
sent them.
Yeah, mom sent pictures, yes. And I don't know how that happened, but I was
Well,
happy
my
that
brother wanted to golf. My mom doesn't golf, but she drives the cart for him, and
Yeah.
they just hang out on the golf course. But they're by themselves. They had two people by themselves, who was Kobe and his friend. They
Yeah.
said we wanted to pair them up at Finkbine, and
And the conversation started.
My mom knew Kobe. My brother didn't.
Yeah.
So my mom's like, "Oh, I'm Tommy Lang's mom." My brother says he's not going to know who that is.
And
Actually, I do. That's pretty good.
It's,
Made me feel bigger than I am.
I mean, you are a big guy, man.
I know.
You totally are.
I'm an important person in this town.
You are. You absolutely are. No, I just being able to turn on the TV and see that kid, and it's pretty amazing. And I'll tell you this: anytime I call him when he's working a game, he does answer the phone. He either tells me, "I'll call you right back," or he'll text me.
Oh,
He has
that's
texted me in the middle of a game and said, "Did you just see that?" I'm like, "Aren't you supposed to be working?" But it's so cool. It is so cool. So yeah, he dragged me to the gym today, and he's mean.
So,
He's mean.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it's like,
Where'd he get that from, I wonder?
well, I think he took all the frustration that I gave him when he was a kid, and he decided to do that to me today.
So he punished you.
Yes. He's like, pick up that weight. You're doing it wrong. Bend your back. Do that. I'm like, dude, why are you talking to me like this?
Now, he's not like running camera at these games like working for BTN, ESPN. He's more working for the university. So, like, he would, for example, he was like, Where's Waldo with
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
He was always in the background somewhere. 'Cause he was more like documenting stuff for
Yes.
social media and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes. And
So he could have time during a game maybe where he's like, okay, I'm going to text Dad.
But it's just really cool to see him do that. I actually was trying to get him to come to town, come to Milwaukee Saturday to document my big disco party on Saturday.
Yes.
But
I
he's-
always see those on Instagram and stuff.
But he told me he could not because I couldn't afford him. And that he also has, previous gigs that he has to do the next day. So, but he made sure to say that I could
when
not
is this?
afford
I
him.
can tell you right now. When is it?
It is Saturday.
He might have to do the wrestling thing the next day, but I've never seen him do wrestling.
Yeah, he said he has two things that he has to do on Sunday.
Soldiers salute, yeah.
And there's a women's game Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. There's
Yeah.
a women's game
Yeah.
Sunday. That's right.
Yeah. But he.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, but he made sure to tell me that I can't afford him.
Then we got the men's game and the football game on Monday.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Now, how old were you guys when you were working together?
Oh my goodness.
You're in your 50s now.
Well, I would have been, let's see, 01. I would have been 28.
Yeah, I think
Jeez.
I'm 53 now, so I would say probably the last bit of my 20s. So I think I was with that station.
Yeah.
You can say it.
Okay, I just want to make sure because every place you go, you never. I was at KRNA when I turned 30. I think I was. I had my 30th the 30th birthday party, didn't I?
No, you had your second annual 29th birthday party.
Oh, so I might have been in my 30s.
Specifically, as I remember the invitation.
Okay, so I might have been in my 30s. So it was so long ago, but yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time, and listen to some of the things that people do now. When I tell people about some of the things we used to do, and the things that you cannot do now, we'd have been fired like the first day.
Well, you're so regimented.
Yeah.
In certain radio stations, not this one, of course.
Well, they tried to regiment us.
Yeah.
That's what Tommy has told many a story about. You guys need to have show prep. You should know what you're going to say.
You should know every break the next day.
Day in advance.
Yeah. And
we don't know what's going to happen the next
Yeah.
day. Here, I walk into this place. Steve's like, show prep. What?
Well, it wasn't
Turn on the mic.
It's not just about the show prep. It's like almost like the things you can talk about. Like I'm going to ask Tommy if he remembers this story.
Oh boy.
Do you remember the story about the dog that was, I'm going to say, attacked by somebody?
Yes.
And we had the conversation with the
I
dog.
believe that was Fruit Pie that called that in.
Yeah, we actually
He now calls here occasionally.
we actually did a conversation where we interviewed the dog who was attacked by a certain person.
Yeah.
And with sound effects, and we had people mad at us about that. But
remember that.
But it was funny. You could not. We also did a story where the dog went to One-Eyed Jake's.
Yeah.
And had a fake ID. Don't know why we did that.
No, I know exactly why we did that.
Why did we-
because when I used to hang out there, Mike Porter, the owner, was checking IDs, and there was a guy with a fake ID where his dog was.
That's
picture.
right. That's exactly
And he was
right.
like, "This is so good. I just have to."
Yep. So we brought the dog back to
He's
do
like,
the
"You
dog.
get
Yeah,
in."
that's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's.
I probably
exactly
told
right.
that story, and that's where that started.
So, but people, the sound of the dog being attacked was it was funny, but
I
it
can
was
see
not.
where it'd be a problem.
Yeah, it'd be a problem now. You cannot do that now because it's. I mean, I feel uncomfortable just talking about it right now. So,
I would say we can't do you dumbass, but we kind of yell at the callers a lot here.
no, you can still you dumbass. I mean,
Yeah,
with
we can
the
do that.
questions you ask, you could still get away with that. But
See, we don't call when we call the callers here dumbass, it's not out of love necessarily, though. Sometimes we just need to call them a dumbass.
But I think the listeners at the time we did you dumbass, they actually wanted to be called a dumbass.
They did.
They would miss questions on purpose to be called a dumbass. It's like a badge of honor.
Well, sometimes the prizes weren't that great.
The prizes there were no prizes for that.
I thought there was like a quesadilla from Taco Bell or something.
Nah, there really were
Like
no
a $5
there really
burrito.
there were no prizes. It was just like, hey, you got it right, and that was it. So the fact that you're playing is you're a dumbass as it is.
I
So.
used to program a station in the Quad Cities, and our morning show used to do this bit where they maintain no matter where you call, whatever business you call, if you say, put dumbass on the phone, they'll get somebody. And then somebody. Every workplace has a dumbass. And if you call and say, put dumbass on the phone, hey, Fred, it's for you. It was pretty good.
Oh man, I might have to try that in Milwaukee. I might have to try that and see if that actually works. 'Cause oh my goodness.
You know what I'm talking about. Put dumbass on the phone.
But yeah. Oh, all right. George, come here. It would just suck if it was your name.
Yeah.
And you put yourself on the phone.
Speaking.
Yeah, dumbass is here. So yeah. No. Other than that, how's family doing?
Family's fine. I just went to the casino with mom and dad last night.
Oh yeah. You know what? I follow you. I follow you.
Yeah.
There was a day that you won a lot of money.
That was yesterday.
And
the week before.
And I thought about coming up to rob you. I thought about it, but then I was like, he's my friend. Can't do it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So, sometimes I think about it, but, I didn't do it.
It's a significant amount of money.
Why'd you think I thought
It's
about
going to be a
it?
good Christmas.
So how long have you been in Milwaukee now?
It's been 8 years.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Considering, the climate and corporate radio right now, it's a good thing.
Who are you owned by? Who's your station owned by?
Saga, which is based out of Michigan.
I like that song On the Loose that they did.
Yes, very much. That's a classic.
We have that in there.
What's really cool about them, though, with all the properties that they own, you'll never hear Saga on the radio stations. Never hear it. So if they own stations in Milwaukee, it's called the Milwaukee Media Group. We just changed that. Charleston Media Group. That's how they do it. But trust me, it is a corporation.
Yeah, and when we were doing like KRNA 20 years ago, that wasn't a thing where you'd say, I think when they first started, it was a Cumulus media station.
Yeah.
Right.
That had just started about 20
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
iHeart does it.
Yeah, and like nobody cares about that.
no, they
Nobody
don't.
cares about that. Nobody cares about that. I mean, the fact that they wanted to do it and they made it local, that's okay. You know, because right now in our market, let's see, we started off the year with probably maybe 4 or 5 urban radio stations, and now we're down to like probably, well, one changed back to sports, and then we had another one who has nobody local on it at all. The last local person that they had, they just got rid of.
Wow.
2 days ago.
In Milwaukee.
And they farm all their talent out of Chicago. And I'm just like, how do you do that? Now, this is a 50,000 watt station that I'm going against. And I'm Class A. And I beat them all the time because we're local.
Right.
So, you know, because, I mean, you're not just local, but you know what you're doing as well, too.
That sounds familiar.
So,
Yeah.
So, you know, it's...
Despite how it sounds sometimes, we do know what we're doing.
Oh, trust me, I know you guys know what you're doing. But yeah. So, but you know, it's been a good run. I'm still doing it. Everything's fine. I was doing work this morning, last night before I went to sleep before I had to do my 4 a.m. wake up call to come here to Iowa City and get bludgeoned. So
What time did you hit the gym this morning?
we hit the gym at 5:15.
I'm barely here.
5:20. It was 5:20, and we were done at 7.
Wow.
Yeah, that workout was not fun, and then I had to sit in the sauna for like 10 minutes. But that part was good.
I like the sauna.
The sauna thing was
Sauna's
good.
good.
That was good. No nakedness in there, by the way.
Anytime there's the jacuzzi, it's always good.
So, but no, I mean, I feel good now. You know, you work it out early in the morning, get all the, get your stuff moving and everything like that. And you're not sore. You're okay. Yeah, and then I can go on throughout my day and eat what I want to eat, which I'm going to do. I am so hungry right now. I'm telling you.
Is there something in Eastern Iowa that you go, I missed that. I got to have that when I'm back? We don't got that in Milwaukee.
I'm going to be honest and say
no. Isn't
no.
the proper answer?
No,
Okay.
no,
Really?
there isn't. I mean, probably grilled cheese, Marcos.
Marcos. Yeah.
I'll give you that. But that's, I mean, I can make a grilled cheese.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they put any special seasoning in it.
But it's just.
But there is
But
something
it's-
about that 2 a.m. Ped Mall.
Exactly.
grilled
That's what it
cheese.
is. It's just like I have to
It's
be
the
drunk.
right food at the right time.
I have to be drunk and it's like, I miss Marcos. But that's not going to happen right now. But no, I don't. I mean, yeah, I mean.
Don't blame the alcohol. I had one at 2 a.m. with Joe Murphy, and it's stone cold sober, and I thought it was great. He's like, Tommy, I'm going to buy you a grilled cheese.
You're
Okay.
like, okay, fine.
This is great. Yeah, no, it's great no matter what time of day.
No, I don't think there's anything that I miss. I don't think there's anything I miss.
too bad.
So.
Well, Milwaukee's a great town. They got great restaurants, and of course,
Do you guys have Rocky Rococo's? Is that more Madison?
That's more Madison.
I
That's
like
more
Rockies.
Madison.
I miss Rockies.
and you're of course have Summerfest, which is
Dude,
Oh, yeah, you
let me.
unbelievable.
I broadcast at Summerfest every day.
Oh, do you really? That's
Every
awesome.
single day, and it is so much fun. Just being able to so I get to work and I'm like, okay, I got to go to Summerfest and go to work. And so I'm there from noon until 10 doing broadcasts, walking around,
that's so
working.
great.
And it is just a blast. Now, I would say after day 8, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
We have a fair season here like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when we used to, you weren't even here when we had to do Cedar County, and then it was, what was the other one we did? Cedar County, Muscatine County,
Yeah.
and then it was Johnson County. We're there like all week for all three.
Right.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that was a grind.
I don't like state fairs. I'm going to put this out there right quickly.
that's fine.
The Wisconsin State Fair is so Summerfest is my jam.
Sure.
Wisconsin State Fair, totally not.
I got it.
And I'm going to tell you why. Different people.
No.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the fair people, we used to broadcast out at the fair, and we don't do it anymore unless they have a black act out there. That's the only time we go out there. That's the God honest truth. So I think they're now.
What's a black act like at a state fair? I wouldn't know. I live in Iowa.
Okay, so So last
We
year,
got a lot of gospel.
so last year TLC and Jordan Sparks were there.
Oh, nice.
So when I say black act, I mean they're black.
Yes.
So
I thank you for pointing that out.
pointing that out. So like, okay, yeah, we want to be there for that one, but we're not going to come to the fair any more than that, and that's what we'll do because we've done the whole 11 days of the fair, and for some strange reason, anytime I'm playing music from our trailer, everybody looks at me and they're angry, and I'm like, dude, it's Luther Vandross. Why can you be mad at Luther Vandross? It's too loud. He's singing a ballad. How So we just said, nah, we're not going to do that. And there was one time at the fair they actually tried to. There was one year, the year before, they said that they didn't have any room for us. They needed to put another lemonade stand in.
Oh, jeez.
And luckily, one of my PDs told them, it's like, well, hey, if you're not taking them, we're not coming either. And I actually appreciated that. And then after that, we're just like, hey, we'll just come do the one thing. But the fair is just, it's not just the animals.
Well,
You did.
sometimes it's tough to tell the difference.
You did hear the story. I don't know if you heard the story about, I think it was 2 years ago, about a cow that had a certain name. And we don't ever go see the animals. We don't. When I say my people, we don't do it.
No.
We just don't do it. We're going to ride the rides, eat the food. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to see how big Bessie is.
Right.
We're not doing that. No. But for some strange reason, you can look the story up. There was a guy who actually went to check, just walk around, and noticed one of the cows' name, and it was a racial slur. And it was.
I think I kind of remember this now.
And it won a prize too. So it had the blue ribbon with the name on it and everything like that. And we're like, how do you get this far and nobody knows? Well, we didn't know that was a racial slur. Sure, you didn't know that was a racial slur.
Wow.
Yeah, at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Wow. Now, I went to the Summerfest.
I want to ask you what it is, but I don't want you to say it.
Okay, so I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so let's put it like this.
Okay.
Jay-Z, one of his nicknames is Jigga. I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
I'll leave it.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll leave it there.
So that's
we didn't.
How do you not know that's
we
a racial
didn't
slur?
know.
No. You got to finish the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you know.
Does it rhyme with peekaboo?
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. So yeah, that actually. So you're talking about Summerfest.
This could be a game show.
I went.
Guess the racial slur. Like racial slur password.
The first word is in. No, we're not doing that. Okay.
You guys were toddlers the first time I went to Summerfest, 1975.
Okay.
2 nights. Opening the headline act, Roberta Flack.
Wow.
With Stanley Turrentine, the jazz.
Oh, my
saxophone.
goodness.
Yeah. And then the next night it was the Bee Gees. Now, the Bee Gees had not broken yet.
Yeah.
They had hits in the 60s.
Yeah.
And they had just released Jive Talkin'. So
Wow.
it was right before Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
And, of course, because I have a brother 10 years older than I am, I remember all those hits from the 60s because he played them. You know, he had the record and everything. Yeah. So I was the only one really enjoying the show because I had heard them before.
Summerfest is so like that. It still is that way where you will find groups that are on the come up and the groups that are on the way down, not the in between.
Right.
Not the, if they are in between, if they're hot right now, they put them on the amphitheater. They make you pay extra. How much did you pay for your ticket to get in Summerfest at the time? You remember?
Probably $15 or something.
Okay. You know how much it is to get into Summerfest right now, and people still complain. $25.
That's crazy.
That's all.
That's amazing.
And they always say if you can't get into Summerfest for free, you have not tried.
Okay.
You have not
there's
tried.
A lot of different places to get free tickets.
Yeah. And have you ever been to Summerfest?
I have not.
Oh, bruh.
I've never been to Milwaukee.
They used to have Chicago Fest on Navy Pier.
Yes.
And the most bizarre and funniest thing I ever saw, you know, you're walking and you see all the side stages.
Yeah.
Comedy stage, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Henny Youngman.
Wow.
Told 1,000 jokes in 15 minutes. You laughed at 5 of them. You thought you got a good show.
Wow. They need to bring that back.
They really do.
Like just the comedy. I like that. I would have loved to see Henny Youngman do that.
I mean, it was
like
just
at 2 in the afternoon.
We're not going anywhere. We're stopping here. This is a legend. We have to see this.
How old do you think Henny Youngman was at that time?
Probably 80.
Jeez, man. The fact that I remember who that is.
Yeah. Take my wife, please. That's all you have to do is say that, and that's it's Henny Youngman.
It's Henny Youngman.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
no, yeah. You got to come to Milwaukee. So there is like during the summer, spring and summer, so much fun, man. There's so much to do. There's a festival in the Summerfest grounds. They have different festivals that happen there. So there's one called Black Arts Fest. They have Fiesta Italiana, and then there's Mexican Fest, which I went to for the very first time. I will go back again, but I will be with more people to make sure that I'm okay. That's all I'm going to say. It was like...
See, I like the Milwaukee just calls things what they are. Here, that would be like the Latino heritage and something.
No. Mexican Fest.
Mexican Fest.
Mexican Fest. You know, Black People Fest. Come on down to Black people going to be in the building, and there's going to be black acts and black
We
food.
had a Soul Fest for like 2 years, but
Yeah.
they don't do it anymore.
Yeah. But no.
It was Kevin Bird every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be real, it was.
Like, and I love Kevin,
Yeah.
but there's more black people here
There are.
that we can find that can sing or act or do comedy.
Yes.
The Black Henny Youngman. I'm going to keep thinking about that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So it's
Call yourself that next time you're on the air.
yeah, what's going on? I'm the Black Henny Youngman. Right on. Take my wife.
Well, what does D call himself on Lex and Terry? The Black Victor Newman.
Yeah, the
I
Black
like
Victor
that.
Newman. Yeah.
You know, like Victor Newman from Young and the Restless?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
the fact that I know that.
He's BVNP. That's his like
The Black
Twitter
Victor
handle.
just-
Black Victor Newman.
Wow. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
No, other than that, man, like I said, just kind of around. I just wanted to say hello to you.
Well, thank you. For
Merry
coming
Christmas
out.
to you.
Merry Christmas to you. I'll
Yeah.
tell my family as well.
Yes, please. And tell your dad and your lovely mom.
I will
You know,
see them tomorrow. I'll go over there for Christmas.
Your mom's like, why didn't he come by? I'm not going
Well,
to say
no.
she sounds like that.
No, because Dad's there. She wouldn't want you to be embarrassed. I'll be embarrassed.
it's too late for that.
I'll say something embarrassing.
It's too late for that. I haven't heard a good Gene joke in a long time.
Well, nobody's heard a good Gene joke.
Oh my goodness! So
Well, it was good to see you, man.
it's good to see
Yeah,
you.
good to see
Thank
you.
Thank
Really
you so much.
appreciate you coming by.
I wish
no
we had
problem.
this much fun when we worked together. We were under a few constraints.
We couldn't tell bad jokes about the password is in.
We're just going to talk for 20
missed
minutes.
the
so it's not
8:12
going to go.
break.
Yeah, you didn't get your 8 songs in.
Well, as a programmer now, you know, I try to.
You're
I
the
don't-
man.
Well, you know, I don't try to get my staff to, you know, now make sure you hit that break. I try. I want them to We have so many people now that are from outside of the business that are coming in, and I mean, because they have big followings and everything. Okay, cool. I'm glad you have a following. I'm glad all of this stuff you can talk. Okay, I need you to understand the nature of the business and why we do the things that we do. That's all I want you to understand. If you can understand that and combine both of those, we'll be okay. You know, like it's very important that if you are on air at 6 o'clock, that you show up by at least by 5:30. I give you 5:30. Don't walk in the door 5 to 6. If your first newscast is on at 6:12, you're not going to be able to write that newscast.
Right.
Well, I just don't understand.
Look at me.
See, here's the thing. I don't want you to understand.
You work ahead.
I do work ahead.
If I had people that did that, I'd be okay. Mm-hmm. I don't even want them to think sometimes. I just want them to do.
Right.
So, but that's me.
All right.
So, but no, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thanks for
having
coming
me.
in. A wonderful Christmas Eve surprise.
And now, I disappear. Poof.
Enjoy your holiday season.
Enjoy your holiday. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Don Black, everybody. It's 8:40 at the Mighty 1630.